Hi guys, I am trying to connect on Instagram, so let's see if that one connects as well. Okay, I think we should all be live now on Facebook and Instagram. And welcome to this week's episode of live Q&A questions, live classes. I offer this mostly every week to try and really give very, informational, educational sessions on taking charge of your health from a functional medicine perspective. Um, and so these are free sessions. You're free to ask your questions and answers. And I really just like to offer educational classes. So this, again, information is not for medical advice. It's just for educational purposes, but hopefully it gives you a good insight of what you need to do to take charge of your health and where to go from here when you're dealing with chronic conditions, health issues, perimenopause, premenopause. When you're dealing with all these issues, this is just a way for you to kind of get some information to empower you with how to take charge of your health. So today, I got a lot of questions in the last couple of weeks. As you guys know, I did a 5-day water only fast 2 weeks ago, and I got a lot of questions about why I did it. And I've made a couple of videos, about why I did it, what I feel like every step of the way, 24 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours, 96 hours, really breaking down each step of the way, how many, what the benefits are of fasting so many hours. So I've kind of done videos on that. Go back and look on the page or on the Instagram, and you'll see why, I do the fasting. But one of the main reasons is to really give my gut a reset, to really reset the gut and start over every year. On a day-to-day basis, we have so much insult to the gut every single day, whether it's toxins, pesticides, alcohol, antibiotics, medication, anti-inflammatories, NSAIDs, whatever you are taking on a day-to-day basis, even gluten, dairy, is really causing inflammation and just issues for your gut. And, Hippocrates said all healing begins in the gut. Over 70% of the immune system is in the gut. And so if your gut is messed up, if you have leaky gut, then it's the cause for all disease process. And so really, this is something that I feel very strongly about, is really healing my gut, but also helping patients and clients when they come to me to really check the integrity of their gut and healing their gut, because a lot of these issues can be resolved just by healing the gut. And it's so funny, especially because we're in a post, COVID era where inflammation creates havoc on your body. Just getting COVID alone gets havoc on your body and just really damages your gut. So very, very important to heal the gut. I actually met someone just yesterday who is really struggling with food and sensitivities after getting a very severe case of COVID. And so this is a very, very common story that you're hearing the last 3 or 4 years, where patients and people are having so many issues with their gut or with food sensitivity, stuff that they never had sensitivity to before. So really, really focusing on the gut. And so for me, I try to be pretty clean throughout the year and eat pretty well, but I'm also, human, and sometimes we eat out on the weekends. Sometimes I indulge in a thing or two, and I allow myself that. And so all of those things have a big impact on gut healing. So when I fast for, every year I fast 5 days to really reset my gut completely and to really reset and heal my gut. So today we'll be talking about gut healing protocol. You've heard this term so much, leaky gut. It's something that you hear often nowadays, and it's really where the junctions, there's tight junctions in in the gut, it's like a mesh lining, and it starts getting compromised, and what you can call holes, or like things can start going through, things that should not be going through, particles and different things that should not, medication, alcohol, things that should not be going through starts going through. And so what the body does is gives like this immune response, like the histamine response, like, hello, intruder in the body, shouldn't be here. So really brings in all these white blood cells and a histamine response that just attacks all these molecules or particles that should not be in there. And that's when you start having reaction to food, you start having sensitivities to food, disease process kicks in because you have so much inflammation in the body. So all of these things start to kick in. And so again, I like to get to the root cause. I'm not a believer in just throwing a bunch of supplements at my patients. Really need to get to the root cause. And so the functional medicine approach to healing your gut is something called a 5R protocol. So 5Rs, which is remove, replace, reinoculate, repair, and rebalance. It is a step-by-step process, takes a lot of work and patience, but it really does help heal your gut. So the first one is remove. So remove is removing all allergenic foods, bad bacteria. If you have food allergies, maybe stopping dairy, stopping gluten. So really starting to remove the things that are causing these issues. And then if you have opportunistic bacteria that is really not supposed to be there, you really want to just start removing all the unwanted substances in your gut. And so, yes, I do. If I have clients that have severe gut issues, I pull them off gluten and dairy. My daughter, who about maybe 4 years ago got bit by a tick, and she ended up getting diagnosed with ehrlichiosis. I pulled her off gluten completely for a year because we really needed to reset her gut, and then really make sure that anything, the damage the tick had done, we really kind of tried to address it. So remove all allergenic foods, things that if you have food allergies and that you're not doing well with, remove and take out, eliminate those items from your food. And then the next one is replace. So when you're removing stuff, you really want to replace, some of the good, healthy stuff. If you feel like your body needs digestive enzymes to add, if you need HCl, so betaine HCl is something that we use, bile acids, bile salts. If you feel that your body is not producing enough of that, we do some testing, we see that it's not producing, then you really need those things for digestion. So while you're in this healing phase and working on your gut, you really need to replace those healthy enzymes, digestive enzymes, like I said, hydrochloric acid, bile acids, bile salts, things like that for proper digestion. Then the third one is reinoculate with pre and probiotics. So reinoculate means you're reintroducing the really good bacteria, the bacteria that you really want to be there in your gut lining at that time. So prebiotic foods, you can definitely do prebiotic fibers, just make sure that they're clean and organic and they don't have all these fillers. But with my clients, I like to use just food a lot. And so we do like green bananas or plantains. We do a lot of artichoke and leeks, all kinds of radishes. Jicama is an amazing, amazing prebiotic food that I love, and I eat a lot of, jicama and things like that. Just really a lot of good fiber-rich vegetables are very, very good as prebiotic fibers. And then, of course, probiotics that are really key that we use as well for reinoculating the gut. So you want to weed out all the bad stuff and put the good fertilizer in the soil is really what this whole concept is. And then we have repair, where you're really using key nutrients to repair the gut lining, to repair the GI tract. So supplements like vitamin C, zinc, quercetin, bromelain, omega-3s, very healthy omega-3s. You can use glutamine. You can use lysine. Some of these very basic but very important nutrients to really repair that gut lining is what you want to introduce. And then the last one is rebalance, where you really start rebalancing, and changing your lifestyle choices, getting good sleep, getting exercise, decreasing stress, which is a huge factor for leaky gut. So really redoing all of that, to rebalance your life so that you don't continuously keep causing the leaky gut again. And we can even do things like air purifiers if you feel that your gut was imbalanced from toxins in the home, removing carpeting. Really, if you have, like my kids have, definitely issues with seasonal allergies and things out there, especially this time of the year, showering before bed, taking off your shoes outside, just these lifestyle changes that you're not reintroducing a lot of these toxins and insults back into the body. My kids do nasal rinses all the time. But even balancing hormones, it becomes very, very key for someone with leaky gut issues that we rebalance their hormones, because excess estrogen can really, do some damage to your gut as well. Getting on some sort of anti-inflammatory or low histamine diet, really avoiding gluten. I stopped gluten maybe about 6 7 years ago, and I was completely gluten-free for the last 5 years. Now recently, in the last year or so, especially with all the move and everything that we've gone through, I've started introducing a little bit more gluten into my diet. Very minimal. It's not, I will still not sit down with toast or bread or a plate of pasta and things like that. But I've really been off gluten for about 5 years just because it really helped me. I've completely minimized dairy as well. I think I'm pretty much vegan at this point, so I don't really introduce any animal products. And so really that's just a choice I'm making, but I just felt that that was really helpful for my gut, and to make sure that I don't cause all that inflammation and any issues with my gut again. So all of these things really come into play. Remove any kind of bad allergenic foods, bacteria, take all the stuff out, replace with the good stuff. So digestive enzymes, bile salts, things like that, bile acids, whatever's needed for proper digestion so your gut can really digest and absorb the nutrients. Reinoculate with and probiotics. So eating really prebiotic rich foods, that is food for the healthy bacteria in the gut, but then also adding probiotics. And then repair, like with nutrients like vitamin C, zinc, quercetin, glutamine, all of those things. And then lastly, rebalance and really balance out your lifestyle. So these are all, the 5R protocol, the way we do gut healing, not just throwing supplements at it. I have had many people ask me about products. As far as my probiotics, my digestive enzymes, vitamin C, zinc, quercetin, I only, even omegas, I only till this day, it's been about almost 9 years, only use the products of Global Healing because I really firmly believe in their products. The owner and founder is a naturopathic doctor and a chiropractor and one of my dearest friends. And so I decided to become affiliated with them. So I use Global Healing. It's, globalhealing.com/HCIL. You can use code HCIL for 10% discount as well. But my entire family, all of us, we're all on their products. And so they are the only like cleanest, cold pressed, no preservatives kind of products that I use, and I've been very, very happy with. I use them exclusively with my patients as well, because all the patients that come to me have significant sensitivities. And really nowadays in the supplement world, which is completely unregulated, there is so much stuff and additives and preservatives, and even clean organic brands will have stuff in there that my chronically ill, highly sensitive patients cannot handle. But as soon as I switch them over to Global Healing products, they tend to do very, very well. So www.globalhealing.com/HCIL, and feel free to use code HCIL for a 10% discount. And I hope this video really helped understand how to heal a leaky gut. Thanks.